Hey everyone, thanks for joining. And I'm going to do things a little bit differently right now. I have been in the middle of a position. Make sure the sound is on here. Yep, sound's working. Mirror within a mirror within a mirror within a mirror within a mirror. So we're doing kind of a late night test on streaming live again. Thank you for joining Archangel Alts. Trading with you live without a net. And covering a position, it actually hit exactly where I had targeted, but Binance was having their very rare site problems. They were down for a little bit, and it was happening in the middle of my trading. So who's to say whether I may have canceled out at this before it went in, but fortunately I decided to do the longer play, and seems to be going well so far. I've sold all of it except for my highest position here, and I'm watching where it is kind of leveled out. It went down to 201 before coming back up, and so I'm just waiting for it to get into position. So you can see over here, one of the things that are different between the client and browser versions. I put an order at 2007 or 0.025, so, and as we always talk about these things being in Bitcoin world, we'll just call that 250. I know that that's not at all what Bitcoin is worth right now, but if Bitcoin is 1, that would be $10,000, 0.1 would be 1,000, 0.01 would be the hundreds, 0.001 would be the tens, etc., etc., etc. Just to kind of keep up with the frame of reference when you're thinking of how big is this position. So I'm trying to circulate just the right amount for where we are right now. Hopefully I shouldn't have already gone in less than what I needed, but we'll see. So the first thing that I want to do is take a look at what BTC is doing. I'm going to go ahead and actually I'm going to open up a window. And this is one of the things I like about working in the browser version as well. So this isn't really a syncing with Bitcoin thing that's going on here at all. It's just a matter of whether, actually it was, I think, 179.99-ish, 89 on volume. It's been kind of low here, as you can see. Kind of funny to put this in. There we go. So you can see lots of zero volume. If you look over here to the left where I have the crosshairs, in the browser version you just highlight over it. Okay, so it's looking like we're doing good for over here. Now, it's always tough to measure between playing things safe and those times where you just have this gut feeling that if you play it too safe, you could have gotten a lot more from your position. You know, you're already paying your fees for whatever the size of the position is. Your profit is always such a small part of that your fees are not really going to go up that much for the sell. You know, it's 0.1 in either direction. So obviously, if there is an opportunity to go higher, it makes sense. But it's all about, you know, just knowing when to play it safe and, you know, when you are going to feel good with the position that you did no matter what. So here we go. Hopefully this is it. Anybody that's watching this, yeah, actually that was a pretty easy, good, quick place to make some money. So, you know, there's no guarantee that it keeps going up, but there's plenty of room for it to do so. I'm going to take a look at the volume real quick, volume weighted average. And it's already well above that, so there is some risk involved. It hasn't really, if we're looking at our long-term averages, it hasn't really started the next uptrend again, but it seems to peak out up there each time. And these things tend to be, you know, things as they repeat, they tend to be less than the previous. So, you know, after things have ramped up. I don't mind testing it out at 25. We've sold some at 25 already, and we even sold some of our 2027. We're over the percentage that I needed to get for this. So I think See, here's the thing. When I cancel this out, it's actually going to cause it to reconfigure the order book, and I don't want it to drop down and then not come back up. I have seen that happen before. It's a tough call. Okay, here we go. And there it is. Woo! So we either are going to play a cowbell, a victory cowbell, or victory song. I think we're doing the song. Oh, I got another browser. I got to be much quicker than that. So hopefully you can hear this. Oh yeah. What? Come on. There you go. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, victory song. So let's do a quick recap on Bitcoin too. This is a nice steady angle here. It is rebounding without going below 3,600. That was our main thing. I was watching earlier whether it was going to do something, you know, seriously super mega amazing earlier, but I'm just glad to see in the yeah, don't worry about that. It's been a while, trust me. Oh, but not that long. Oh, it seems like years. 7,600, can you imagine right now? By 1 Bitcoin. Wait, go up. Yay. Yeah, but then, you know, you're like, okay, well, is it going to go to 20, 30, 40, 50? That game is never done, is it? Okay, so we look through here, and this has been staircasing down, and in my opinion, we're kind of looking to see what happens next. There's such an obvious pattern there. Everybody's got their opinions, and, you know, are talking about where they think that it's going to bounce. I've just had it in my gut for a while that this process is going to linger for quite some time, and if it does go further down, that it's going to keep going down eventually to 2,800 before the bounce. And then at the bounce, I think that it's going to be a good thing. Just think that after the hard fork that happened, the truth be told, I think that a lot of the value in Bitcoin is spread across the Bitcoin Cash network because of the people that are involved. And it's not so much just an instinct as it is that it's so logical, and you listen to the rhetoric of the people that are involved. They all want to support each other, but not the way that the others are doing it. So they really are looking to be the leaders in the field. And that means competition, and that means that they're using technology as competition, which is the mining. And so it's not a good world for anybody other than the big shots to be trying to do mining on their own. You're going to get taken advantage of on the hardware. You're going to get taken advantage of on the energy resources. If it becomes that big of a concern, then they're going to start to have government control over what you can do. The way to make money is to understand the patterns and to find your own process that works best for what you're trying to earn. So this was a really big deal. Some people are aware of that, some people not so much. The fact that it's holding above 3,600 is the main thing. It really is. Ooh, so check that out. Yep. This is what we were talking about before. Once it finally does that pop, usually there's something substantial beyond, and it's so tough not to be like, oh man, if I had just done this or that. You know what? I was in there looking for my safe percentage. I got it, and I'm happy for anybody that is taking advantage of this. Super. Hats off to you. So BTT made it from 23 to 24. That was fairly substantial for it. My guess is that, yeah, see, this is now going to start making it on the radar for other people. So people are going to be trying to take advantage of that. So isn't it funny that a lot of these peaks are happening while... Wait, I gotta check the volume again. Yep, I gotta get better at this volume thing, I promise you. So this is a good one to wait out for sure, because that's got to come down at some point. It went pretty steep up here. And isn't it interesting how much higher 21 looks to 2063, and it's really not that much of a difference at all. So glad that the technical difficulties kept me from having an opportunity to second guess myself on PIVX. Let's see what we have here. Checking on the 24-hour change. Theta continues to be one of those that I find interesting to watch. Wow, yeah, see there's big boost going on here too. Well, I'm actually looking at what's already been going on. Yep, pay attention. Still like Wabi for what it's been doing. It's interesting that that adjusted the way it did. It didn't quite have the right number when it came in. Alright, so tons of orders going through on Bitcoin right now, and it's only jumping $2, but it probably went through a few tens of thousands of dollars in a few seconds. So its volume is going to be going up a bit. It's at 96 million right now. 37.83. We cleared in the 3900s the other day. His average is right around 3700. Just eyeballing things. But those tend to be right, so that's working well. How are we doing over here now? PIVX is coming back down. Okay. So, you know, ride that too high, start to run into risk, but we're going to have so much fun training on all this different stuff. I'm holding my tongue from trying to say too much right now because we're just kind of getting warmed up with all these. Wabi! Alright, so after looking at the 24-hour change, I like to kind of come down and look at the lowest value coins first and just kind of see which ones are popping and which ones aren't. Key, when it's strong again, it'll be in the early 80s, the low 80s, the early 80s. Rap music was just getting started. Let's see. XVG, we really want to see it more in the 180 range. EST was able to pop up there a little bit. Nice. So this is a great valley to get in on, but it's getting into a kind of unpredictable range because it's above what the volume can support. But minute by minute might be a different situation. 178 to 81. That's pretty impressive for, oh yeah. When you get too low down there, you can't even see it when you try to zoom into the minute by minute. Oh, that's funny. Okay. What happens when somebody goes in 176? Let's find out. So you got 1.5 Bitcoin, 2 Bitcoin, 4, almost 5, 3. But people are expecting it to go up to 184. That's the way that's go. That's the way that goes. Is on the move. This one. Ooh, sorry, I had to yawn. This one is definitely tracking with Bitcoin right now.